Pixie. Vlogmas day 3 at 1 a.m.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
Hello, we're walking back home from school.
Yes, we are.
We're about to go do a project.
Golden hour photos.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
On
This
Instagram.
thing is getting in my face.
I know, it happens to Sean every day. But yeah.
I'll pause my music
Hello.
so you don't get copyright infringements.
Blow 'em out. We're doing a science project right now. We're just attempting it. It's like for physics. Not having it right now. Okay, so this is the story of how I got pulled over for the first time in my entire life. And basically, so last night I went to my friend Brianna's house to watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show with some of her friends. And it was pretty late. We watched the 10 o'clock showing, so obviously like we didn't even finish until very late. My mom was texting me, letting me know that there was tons of ice on the road and to be really cautious. I don't have the best winter tires, like I don't have the best tires in general, but like they're fine, but they're just not okay, like especially no tires are good for black ice. So I was like on my way home, and then I noticed this black car came up behind me, and I was like, oh, okay, hey car. And I'm driving kind of slow, like I'm driving 40 and at 50 because I'm just cautious and I start getting self-conscious about that. I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna get really irritated that I'm driving so slow, so then I speed up. But then I'm like, you know what, man, not worth dying over. I'll drive slowly again because I don't know where there's black ice. And so I'm nearly home anyways, and then that's when I kind of clicks, like maybe this car's following me. So then I start taking a few random turns because I don't want to go quite home quite yet if I'm being followed, because it's not really the safest thing to do. And he's still following me, and then I'm like, crap, this guy's following me. And it's like, I've been followed before, and like I didn't want to pull over and call because that's not safe, and like didn't want to get stabbed last night. Maybe another night, but not this night. And I quickly grab my phone. I'm like, hey Siri, call Pixie. So she calls Pixie, and Pixie answers. I'm like, hey Pixie, I'm being followed. And as soon as I say that, there's police lights in my rearview mirror. And so I pull over, I get very stressed and I'm very anxious. And so the police officer comes up to me and he goes, so what were your plans this evening? And I was like, I was watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show at my friend's house. I heard that there was black ice, so I was trying to drive really, really cautiously. I'm so sorry. And this guy just kind of looks at me and he goes, have you been drinking? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. It's a Sunday night and I work in like 5.5 hours. No, I have not been drinking. And he goes, you might need to take a breathalyzer test. And I'm like, what? Also, I did not bring a jacket with me, and it is -3 outside. And I'm literally wearing my pajamas because Victoria's Secret fashion show, gotta wear your pajamas. He made a comment about how I was driving like this, like swerving back and forth. And in my head, I'm thinking, no, I absolutely was not. I was maybe driving a bit cautiously, but I was absolutely not swerving. And he keeps shining his light in my backseat, and I'm like, what are you looking for? And it was very stressful, and he keeps eyeing me up and down. I'm like, what do you want from me? And then he asks where my N is, and like my N was stolen from my car forever ago from set, and I just never got it replaced because ICBC's like never open when I'm available. And so then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, someone from set stole it, which is the truth, just that happened last November. And so he's like, well, you're gonna have to get a new one then. And I'm like, I'm on set tomorrow at 6 a.m. I don't have time to get a new one. And then he kind of looks at me, and that's when his kind of like whole like personality changed, I guess. And he goes, you're fine. I would just risk it if I was you. And I was like, okay, sir, complete 180, all right. So I tell him I was driving cautiously because I was told that there was ice and I didn't want to get into an accident. And then he kind of he's like, all right. So it's like he understands, but at the same time it's like, sir, I know you made it up because you're a snakeho. And anyways, so he ends up letting me go. I don't get a ticket because I really wasn't breaking any rules other than just driving really slowly. He didn't mention the fact that I quickly grabbed my phone to ask Siri to call Pixie because I would have just told him I thought I was being followed, but didn't need to do that. And anyways, I get home, I come in through the door, and I see Pixie sitting on her bed. I'm like, hey, Pixie. And she goes, oh, you're home. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, weren't you worried? And she's like, no, I figured you're fine. And I'm like, I called you, said I was being followed, and then screamed and hung up, and you thought I was fine? Like, okay, good to know that if I was being murdered, not to call you, because you would not call the cops. Good to know. But thanks, Pixie. So yeah, That was fun. Didn't get a ticket. Pretty happy about that. Need to find an end. Probably won't. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. Oh my god.
Hello.
This is a sexy face.
So today we have Izzy and Michaela. And they're over because we're doing a science project. We ordered pizza because it was hungry, and we got cheddar dip. Also, we hope you guys like this. Otherwise, sorry, 75 cents. Anyways,
There's like chicken and pepperoni. We have to have a ritual.
okay.
Wait,
It smells like cardboard. Like,
maybe it's the box?
We're also really tired.
I'm really sleep deprived.
It's Monday, so like
I got
it's
3
Monday, it's
hours
rough.
of sleep last night.
Yeah, because projects.
3.
I was gonna say hashtag French life, but you're
I'm
in English immersion.
Because
yeah, you're in all my classes.
Are we gonna take
Okay,
these?
okay.
Yeah.
3, 2.
Okay.
Oh my freak.
Oh,
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Are we
Oh my
Toast.
toast?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You're good.
Here's a toast, guys. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far.
I'm proud of you. You're really like.
Mm-hmm. You're
Thank you.
dedicated to
Uh-huh.
us. Thank you. See, I like panko pizza. Some people don't like it. I think it tastes really good. Why does this pepperoni not look freshly toasted? That's fine.
Kind of looks raw. Good job, Pixie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sex ed would be really entertaining.
Biology.
Duh. I have really strong ears.
Who says that? I have really strong.
Like people say, "Oh, 20/20 vision," but like, I have really good hearing, guys. Like, your grandpa better back off. So, guys, we finished our mukbang. We're done.